slide in there.
Come on in.
So how's it going? Hello, how are you?
Hello. It's going very well, thank you.
I noticed on the way up there, like the Panic at the Disco fans kind of got a bit of a dirty dancing feel.
That's actually awesome.
Is that not? Was it not
I never made that
intentional?
connection. It was definitely not intentional, but I'll take it. That's awesome.
what I thought. Oh, dirty. No, wait, it's not. It says Panic at the Disco.
I'm gonna go even more dirty dance. We'll put it in pink. We'll go full out.
Pictures. 2 days ago, the Nicotine EP was released.
Yeah.
I know it's still quite early days, but has the reception been pretty good? Does everyone seem to like it?
So far, yeah. I like releasing like I mean, I guess they're called B-sides, but it's just stuff that didn't
Make it
fit on the album. Yeah, just
yeah.
didn't make it on there. I mean, I like to keep the album like 11 songs at most, but it's fun. Like I still love all those tracks, so to be able to show anyone, just get it out there, it's always a good treat. I like it.
Are you playing some of them?
Not yet. Like we're trying to learn a few more, just for the live set. But yeah, we haven't actually played any of the B-sides yet.
Oh.
So that's always a fun little surprise. It might pop up.
Try and slip one in.
Exactly.
And the last full length was last year.
Mm-hmm.
Is it still too early to ask, will there be a new one anytime soon?
Not at all. I think in the past it would have been too early. We definitely took our sweet time between albums. But no, I mean, I kind of never stopped writing. So I'm hoping to definitely push something out sooner.
Yeah.
I definitely have some music, and I don't know. I honestly kind of want to work with other people as well. Like we haven't really done too many collaborations.
Right.
But that's something that I've always wanted to do. Kind of want to jump more into that world.
Have you got anyone specifically in mind?
I
really like to.
I've been talking to a few people and worked on a few things. I don't want to say yet because I'm sure it's gonna be released soon. But yeah, there's definitely been some collaborations. I want to keep that going though. I love working with other artists. That's always a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a kind of like, I suppose it's kind of like an anti-collaboration really. In Manchester, I don't know whether it's been or it's coming, or it might even be tonight. It makes sense if it was. I don't really know about the club scene anymore.
Oh right.
But they're doing a Panic at the Disco versus Fall Out Boy night.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right.
That's pretty great. How are they just pumping out remixes of our songs or something?
Yeah,
it's like a battle.
As far as I know, yeah, it's just going like back and forth.
That's pretty great. I'm into that. Yeah.
And you'll see who dances
I'll battle
the most to
anybody.
watch.
I love that. I'll battle Fall Out Boy.
Yeah. So is I mean, like, you guys seem to be on pretty good terms.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So yeah,
really,
I just thought, I thought
good
I'd make
friends.
sure. I didn't want to be wearing enemy colours or anything.
You son
So.
of a- No, that's awesome.
No, I know.
like
Like you've recently done a song with Travis McCoy.
Yeah.
I know he's linked with Pete Wentz through like Gym Class Heroes labels.
Exactly.
But I would like to talk about the Travis McCoy song.
Sure.
How did that come about?
That actually came about. Let's see, Butch Walker, who we've worked with, he's a producer. He worked on our last album and this album, and I love working with that dude. And he always just has fun ideas. He's always a good time. But he and Jake Sinclair had that song that they had gotten from someone. Like it just became this thing, and Butch wrote this chorus. I mean, the chorus for Keep On Keeping On.
Yeah.
And I just fell in love with it. And I actually wanted to use it for Panic, but I was like, I wanted it so bad, but for some reason it just didn't feel right. I was like, I would really like to get someone on this. And then Travis just made perfect sense. I was like, I want him to spit a couple lines and just see how it feels. And it just ended up working out. I mean, that was the first collaboration really that I'd had with him, so it was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It all went well. He was a nice guy.
Oh, he's the best. Travis is
Got to
awesome.
avoid certain subject matters. Or
He's
talk about Katy Perry.
Oh,
That's
fine,
dark
man.
territory.
Yeah. No, he's a good dude. He's always been a fun guy to hang out with.
At the last show I went at the Apollo, you've never played the Apollo before, as far as I'm sure. No.
Have we? No, we played. Yeah, we played here. God, when was that? I want to say 3 years ago.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I wouldn't have been living in the area at the time, so I wouldn't
Yeah.
have.
I remember by like people I run into in the hall, and I remember a few years ago. I think we went to an old friend. Yeah.
Well, last show I was at here was Frank Turner, and he did like some huge kind of. Not indoor fire, it's like a confetti thing at the end.
Oh, that's cool.
So have you got any kind of stage antics planned for the
Yeah, I mean, we love doing some kind of theatricality in the live show. I mean, there's definitely, this time actually, we were able to bring over production, which is a huge deal. I'm always fighting for that, but finally it made sense. Like, well, we have enough time in between tours, we can slow boat our stuff over. Usually we just never have time. We're like, we finish the tour and we jump right over here, but we have time, so we threw a bunch of stuff on stage. I'm actually really excited. There's a lot of like video content. Your eyes are kind of busy the whole time. You don't really know where to look sometimes. So it's a little ADHD crazy. But I love it. Yeah, it's been really great so far. And I think that that on top of just how crazy we've been on stage, like running around dancing. I mean, I'm just in a pool of sweat. Like the first, I'm stinky, is sweaty, and just no, it's crazy. It's gonna be really fun.
You should have done some choreography, watched the dancing, took that in.
Now that you're talking about it, I mean that's maybe the new logo. We just steal it. So I'll just hoist myself up. We'll superimpose me, like Photoshop me holding myself up.
Holding yourself. Right, I've got one more question, and it's kind of a serious question, really. I saw a little video on the Facebooks the other day, and it was you jumping into your 27th birthday.
Yeah.
I saw that, and I worked out, like, I did a bit of mathematics, and it would have been like 10 years ago when the band really kind of took off.
Yeah.
I know that doesn't really make you kind of like a child star or anything. It's still quite a young age to be thrown pretty much in the deep end of it all. I mean, like, was it hard for you to develop or to switch to kind of like from normality to like this huge thing? It seemed to happen really quick. Like, I'd never heard of Panic at the Disco, and then you were everywhere. Yeah,
I mean, it was just as bizarre for us. I mean, it's like when we were getting started, we didn't really. We were just so green to everything. We were so naive to the whole music industry and like how everything works. And I was honestly just excited. I had wide eyes and I was just hungry. I wanted to get as much as I could. And I think at that time, maybe we were ill-prepared in certain aspects of it, but really, like, we just focused on the stuff we knew we wanted to do. It was like, make a great live show, make albums that we're proud of, like, really work on the music and the songwriting. So that really kept us busy. I mean, we never focused on, like, the stuff that doesn't matter, like fame and celebrityism and, like, all that stuff. It's just kind of weird, like, how that stuff seems to go hand in hand with quote-unquote success, but, like, for us, our plan was, like, to tour in a van for 10 years, and now we're here 10 years later. It's kind of crazy. Like, we were prepared for whatever dirty road life was coming ahead of us, but I don't know, it was pretty crazy. I mean, looking back now, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
17 years old.
You've sold out the Apollo. I think it's like a 2,000 cap venue.
That's so crazy.
That's not too bad for going in green, as you said.
That's not bad.
And just because as a final thing, as a final cliche, like, what's next for Panic at the Disco? What is next?
Oh man. For Panic, I don't know. I mean, we've, like, as a band, it's gone through so many changes. I mean, it's just been I
mean, you just recently put about 2 years ago, where you put your touring bassist as a full member kind of thing. Yeah, kind of. It's like, it's weird, you know, like you make certain announcements and you give people certain ideas of, like, how things go, but it sometimes falls under a false pretense, you know? You say, oh, this is how it is. Like when here's an example, like when we started the band and we were like, oh, you know, Pete signed us and stuff, and automatically people thought, oh, look, Pete writes all the songs for him, you know? And we were like, what? Why the hell is that a thing? People jumped up. Like, that became a thing. What are you doing? Get the fuck out. Zach, get out! No, we're good. Yeah, we're just saying. Like, it's fucking Zach. Jesus, that's a ruin everything. No, but it's weird. Like, you get that idea of, like, and people, you know, think, oh, this is how it runs in your band or whatever. But I mean, there's no way to explain it. And honestly, like, I wouldn't want to change that, because there is some kind of excitement that goes with the mystery behind, like, how does stuff really run, you know? It was like when you would get, like, back in the days, like, when vinyl was the biggest thing, and you would open it up and you'd see the band, and that was, like, so amazing. Then you'd see them live, and it was even crazier. Now everything's, like, so close-knit, and you can talk to fans on social media and, like, be a little more intimate. I don't know, it's kind of, like, there's not really many secrets out there, but there's still stuff that I guess is not fully understood, which still kind of makes it exciting, you know? There's still always, like, the argument of how much sway a label has on the decisions of the band. Exactly. Yeah. Not much. You just do what you want. I'll just tell you right now. Yeah. They listen to you. They're just a good support group, really. Okay. Well, thank you very much for that. Thank you. Appreciate it. Cheers. Awesome. Yeah, no worries. Very cool. Are you hanging out for the show?